machine that actually uses water. It's not just dry washing. See, a full roll on the whole program and it always gets squeaky clean. I was going to mention my grandma's dryer. I've done it just today, but she cancelled the dry cycle when it hit this. I always have a feeling that at my mom's house the clothes are never clean, and here the clothes are always clean. This is why the damn thing actually uses water. So this whole thing. No fuss, no nothing. It even starts off unbalanced before rebalancing. It's actually smart. Waterlock. My mom was washing machine that I've stopped already. of unbalance is just no problem with this thing. This will take 10 times longer than your machine. Some maintenance. What is that? Unloose the screw? Oh yes. He's gonna warn, right? Yeah, screw is gonna loose. Still losing issues. Heating element to get flipped off and it clicked back on. I had it replaced before. That's basically the only repair I had. The freaking heating element, it's supposed to come off around this. Well, the second replacement was the plug. It shorted out, almost caused the fire. So, and I think this cable is a bit light because actually it's getting warm. Yep, heating element clipped off. Oh, plastic, I guess the There you go. I'll report back later. This LED sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. We're up to half a kilowatt, but we're still not done drying yet. Yep, so it clicked off. Just gonna put it against the thing. The dryer shakes so much nowadays. Put it on top of, put something on top, it just moves around. It's just gone out of balance. Oh, yeah, it just went into balance. And it's starting to shake a little bit again. This motor's had it. It's shaking so bad nowadays. First LED is not lit yet. This is the same technology as motor dryers, with those two brushes on top of the drum. And that somehow just figures out how wet the clothes are. If you just put one thing in that's a little bit wet, it's just drawn on like 5 minutes. This thing is super smart. And motor dryers, they just crap out, just saying like, nah, we're not gonna do it. This thing is just gonna dry for 5 minutes. It knows when it's dry, it's gonna cool off for 50 minutes, and then it's done. Very smart drying. It shakes so bad. It's so badly balanced nowadays. No wonder it's squealing. This motor's gone. Look how stable it is the other way around. This motor's had something up with it. It does the heating element. Look how good the power factor is. 13 amps, 50 hertz, 0.99. That's with the heating element turned on. It's going to click off now. Yeah, the power factor drops to 0.90. That's 90%. Voltage dropped. So this entire meter is actually getting warm from this. Like, it's really just pushed to the limit. This thing can do 3600. Even in the manual of the washer and dryer, it says didn't plug into the power strip and call sign. Because most power strips cannot go up to 60 amps. It can only do like 10 amps. Shakes so bad. Oh, 660 kilowatt hours. No, 660 watt hours. How we do it? 666 kilowatt hours. There we go. Meter clicked off. We're getting somewhere. I think this LED is dead. It has worked once before, but it's just mostly not working anymore. I don't know why. It's halfway there. See, it's smart. It doesn't take. It just guesses. It just on top here. This is like this sensor thing that measures everything. Oh my goodness. Well, come back later. Once we're a little bit further. Print is just wore off of everything. There's nothing left. Back at the dryer. We've got 776 kilowatt hours. It's in the reverse direction again because it doesn't shake as much. There's just something wrong with it. It's never shake that much. Let's look at the side panel. That shit is vibrating. Clicks off. Oh, hang on, wait a minute. Okay, look at how the magnets that's on there. I took off one of mine because it's a photo of mine. Just for that. Just gonna hang it back now. Shaky. Oh, the phone's moving around the fucking drive. Wrong way. It's making so many bad noises. It's giggling. See. I've looked up parts for this and the only thing you can get is the belt. It's almost done. You just clicked over the cost of those. See, all that is just 800 watt hours. That's so smooth in the other direction, but I just realized the bearings are about it. Oh wait, if I hold the metal cover, everything's just vibrating on this. It's so bad. It's only been running for like less than half an hour, it's almost done. That's how efficient it is. You just got to get one of these like with a thingy. I've seen another one of these, it's a different model. It's basically the same thing. It's a summer wind. I think it was the condensed version, I don't know. I mean, you can't tell this is not a condensed because you cannot open this, that's stuck on. Put it against the thing. Oh, that's much worse. Yeah, you can see the entire side panel vibrating like this. Even with all these rattles and high noises, it does just not give up. If it did, this would be blinky. It has happened before because it didn't heat up anymore. The element died. The 3000 watt element. See? That's the 3000 watts. I was in cases of these like except with a little thermostat will break. It will overheat, and if it overheats, it will just click the door open, basically killing power. It is running fine, eh? See if we can get up to a kilowatt hour. Oh man, I'll go back later. I'm just gonna take a few bites out of my food, and then I'm gonna come back here. Let's see. Yeah, that's still good now. I'm just gonna wait until it shows cold air mode. See how warm that whole LED is. My grandma never turns this thing off. Only I do that. That's why it's so warm. The little light holder will short out if you put a light bulb in it. Because there's a hole in the cover. Become brittle. Clicked off. Let's see. Yeah, it's running. The heater clicked back on. I can just tell this thing is just going to be super efficient. And also look at the back end of this. Oh my goodness. If you put it against it, the entire phone starts shaking. Also, the clips for the transfer bolts here are empty. I don't know where they're stored, so what if they need to do a big move with the things? I don't know. So we should see these on the side. Won't cause density problems, so these will really do that. This 670 watt hours. Can we get up to a kilowatt? Well, it's actually set to watts, so it will actually run for like an extra few minutes. Yeah, just click back on. Yeah, click back on. Let's see if we can get up to a kilowatt. Click back off. Okay, and then click back on. Okay, we can get up to kilowatt here. I wonder how to measure it back in the day, because they said 1.6 kilowatt hours. This is a much newer meter from China. I have 3 of these, and I'm gonna get 2 working ones. Yeah, 1 kilowatt hour. Let's see. Still drying. It's gonna click off. Yeah, clicked off. I'm gonna go take a few bites of my food here. Still not done yet. I just already at half an hour mark. At about 46 minutes it will actually kick off into cold air mode. As far as I know, it depends on how much you have in it. There's not the short term will have to go in it. So I think it's actually got the right amount of load in it right now for this kind of program, because right now it's just say no matter the load. And it just takes it. It just doesn't crap out. It will just not do anything weird. Just like that, it can only hold this thing. It's only designed for half the load on this. But just smash it full, and it gets the post clean with much more efficiency. And that's with regular soap, regular detergent. Like it's just these things are just so important. We're in the cool off cycle, meaning it will not consume that much more electricity. The last time I measured it was 1.6 kilowatt hours when it clicked over to this. So this is actually much better. It's consuming a lot less electricity this time. Well, like I said, then it's going to cool off with these horrible noises in the background. It's just not going up that fast anymore. It's just that efficient. Still not done yet. Takes a little while for that. Even this old dishwasher, which is literally rusting out, will still work. Back to the awful noises. We're already at almost 1.1 kilowatt hours. Then we're going to compare the two measurements I made with the manual, which I actually found online somehow for this drive, which is probably out of 1993 or something. I don't know. Then we can check some of the plastic parts in there. I don't know the manufacturing date of the washer. Must be printed on here somewhere. Yes. Don't drop it. Let's see. Week 49. It says in December, but it says 4/9. That doesn't mean 1994, not 1964. So I'm pretty sure this is from 1994, judging by the date code. Let's go back on. Very easy. But in service for over 30 years, these machines. Before this, in a previous home, she had some AEDs. They broke after 2 years, so it was a thing already back in the day, but the devices broke very easily. And these things never give up, unlike the newer Milas, which kind of overfilled itself and then just literally stopped working. That's literally something that happened. I think someone managed to take it to the backyard and then opened the door and just all came out. It never worked again. But these are different failures. Like for example, these noises. So bad. I think these barriers are starting to finally go out. Let's see if the noises go away when I do this. Nah, it's the metal squeaking. Because that always fixes it. Yeah, that always fixes it. Look, it sounds like brand new now. It really just sounds like it's a brand new machine. Wanna look up? Oh no, it sounds like it's 30 years old. Well, it captures some microphone on the camera. I haven't checked yet. Just curious about how well these run. Well, look, I think we're almost done. They're still cooling off. Look at how yellow these buttons are. Yeah. These things have been in service for a long time. Also for something weird, how you can get into the settings in one of these. It's probably to get the memory function off. And it's not because that didn't work. Oh yeah, it's done now. The electricity consumes about 5 watts. Also, this thing never turned super easily, but nowadays, yeah, it's goddamn easy to turn. This thing was always very difficult to turn, and nowadays. I can just get it up to full speed. So much wear. Let's see if there's some plastic part of date code. I wonder where could the date codes be? I have no idea. I think it was maybe on the bulb thing. Max 10 watts. Yeah, look, it melted through. A bulb broke in here. It shorted on the entire wire. This thing has had many short circuits up to its name. Look at that. 3200 watts, 16 amps. But I just don't know when this thing was made. Because it's nowhere listed. Oh, we got at least a reading of 1103 kilowatts. And yes, by the way, fixed. Okay, let's see. Yeah, 1.103 kilowatt hours. Yeah. Hey, good. When I put this on here yesterday, it just went like. This is so shaky. Okay, now we're here at the manual of the dryer. Let's compare the power consumption to the factory measurements. I had 1.6 kilowatt reading and now a 1.1 kilowatt reading. I did 2 readings because Grandma never does the cool down cycle. You can see it on whitewash. Like on the normal programs, it just consumes like 3.32 kilowatt hours, and but when I would go over this program, and on average, it uses 1.48 kilowatt hours, and it takes 37 minutes to dry. Okay, I'm gonna grab my meter. I'm gonna see how. Okay, it took 38 minutes to dry, so it actually consumed less power than the manual says it does. That's actually nice. Like this actually is consuming less power than the manufacturer actually listed in the manual. You can just tell how good this dryer is. So I actually had filled it up into spec, but it's drying so well, it's consuming less power, even though it's actually okay. Let's scroll back up. You can let's see. I think it was like with yeah. Let's see. I thought I saw it somewhere. With the how it's supposed to be wired with energy efficiency and everything. Okay, there we go. Yeah. It should be. Should be somewhere here about whatever. Because it said in the manual that you cannot really do it through like. I don't even know how that's called in English. I don't know. Through. No, it isn't. They said like you cannot really do that through the roof. My grandma has it all figured out. It's all shielded. It cannot get any water in there. So and it's been like this for like many years in this house since it was built in 2003. This house, the drive was not even that old. It doesn't have a flexible one as you saw, but yeah. Okay, there's actually multiple connecting places. They really did figure it out on here. I saw somewhere with source name. Well, yeah. Well, okay. I did see it somewhere, but I don't know. Oh well. I'm just gonna add this into the video. And yeah. Well, I'm also gonna add in the other photo of the previous reading. This thing's really efficient.
So we are gonna do an unbalanced spin burst after the rinse. So we are gonna set it to no spin. So we're gonna start. Order here. It's pretty dirty. don't need that. Oh, there she goes.